Hello dear students and friends, welcome to my channel Maths with Panindra. In this episode, we are going to discuss definite integration. We are in exercise 7b. Especially we are going to discuss today's class is very important. It's a very important question here. It's very lengthy but it is easy. I am going to discuss about this question. Integral a to b square root of x minus a into b minus x into dx. Evaluate this question. To evaluate these type of problems, whether this value is in denominator or in numerator, how to do that? So to evaluate these type of problems, we have two methods. One method I am going to introduce here, and two methods if it is possible I will explain that also. See here, put x is equal to a cos square theta plus b sin square theta. This is the substitution method. Second method is directly this x minus a to b minus x. Make a quadratic expression and find and write in the form of root of a square minus x square or x square minus a square or x square plus a square form, and then apply the respective formula and get the answer. That is the second method. Now I am doing that question by first method. So in this first method substitution I am taking now. Put x is equal to a cos square theta plus b sin square theta. Observe carefully dear students. Find the value of dx first thing. So differentiate with respect to x. Dx a constant cos square theta, it is looking like x power n into x power n minus 1. So 2 into cos power 2 minus 1 is cos theta. Again cos theta we have to differentiate, minus sin theta into d theta, at last we will write it, plus b into sin square theta derivative is 2 sin theta, 2 into sin theta power 2 minus 1, again sin theta we have to differentiate, cos theta into d theta. Here 2 cos theta sin theta, here also 2 sin theta cos theta, you have to take common. So dx is equal to 2 sin theta into cos theta, we are taking common, minus b minus a, here plus b, here minus into a, minus a into d theta. This is 2 sin theta cos theta, this is the formula for sin 2 theta. Dx is equal to sin 2 theta into b minus a into d theta. We got the value of dx. After that, whenever we are taking assumption, limits will change obviously. So now I am calculating limits. Observe. First upper limit I am taking. When x is equal to b, substitute in this. So then b equal to a cos square theta plus b sin square theta. Now what I am doing is, sin square theta in terms of cos you have to write it. That implies b equal to a cos square theta plus b into 1 minus cos square theta. So actual multiplication here, b equal to a cos square theta plus b minus b cos square theta. On both sides b get cancelled. That implies that from these two cos square theta take common. So cos square theta I am writing here into a minus b is equal to, this side is not there, no any element is not there, no element is there here. So 0. The product of two terms equal to 0 means either this value equal to 0 or this value equal to 0. Suppose if you take a minus b equal to 0, a equal to b, but a is equal to b means the given integral does not exist. So it's not valid. So a minus b should not be equal to 0. Obviously what will be equal to 0? So cos square theta equal to 0. That implies that cos theta equal to 0. Cos theta, when it will be equal to 0? Cos 90 is 0. So theta equal to pi by 2. So now upper limit will becomes pi by 2. When x is equal to b, then theta will becomes pi by 2. And second one, lower limit, when x is equal to a, that implies that a equal to a cos square theta plus b sin square theta. So here cos square theta in terms of sine, you have to write it. Why? Because a is there, no? To cancel the a value. A into 1 minus sine square theta plus b into sine square theta. So implies a equal to a minus a sine square theta plus b sine square theta. Both sides a get cancelled. That implies sine square theta take common from these two. Sine square theta into b minus a equal to 0. Here also same case will arise. Anyway, b minus a should not be equal to 0. So obviously what should be equal to 0? Sine square theta equal to 0. So sine theta equal to 0, then theta equal to 0. So now when x is equal to a, then theta equal to 0. Lower limit we got it as 0. Upper limit we got it as pi by 2. After finding of lower limit and upper limit, now calculate the values of x minus a and b minus x. Now I am calculating x minus a. What is the value of x there? A cos square theta plus b sin square theta. A cos square theta plus b sin square theta minus a. Now this also can be written as b sin square theta. From these two I am taking common minus a. So minus a means 1 minus cos square theta, which is equal to b sin square theta minus a into 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta only, no? Therefore sin square theta into b minus a. This is the value of x minus a. You have to remember these values, dear students. And come to the second one, b minus x. It's not x minus b. A very, very important note. B minus x. So b minus x value is a cos square theta minus of b. So minus b sin square theta. So from these two b take common. B into 1 minus sin square theta minus a cos square theta. 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta. So b cos square theta minus a cos square theta. So again take common cos square theta from there. So cos square theta into b minus a. So which is the value is b minus x. So these important values you can remember that. Limits also. So limits will be changed as upper limit and lower limit as upper limit when x is equal to b, theta equal to pi by 2. We got it there. And lower limit when x is equal to a, theta equal to 0. We got it. And including the values x minus a equal to sin square theta into b minus a, and b minus x is equal to cos square theta into b minus a. Still it is there. After rubbing the board, again these values it won't be available now. That is the reason I am writing there. Now these values substitute in this. Therefore the given integral equal to the continue integral 0 to pi by 2, lower limit to upper limit, square root of x minus a value is sin square theta into b minus a, and b minus x value is cos square theta into b minus a, and dx value is also there, no? Dx value is sin 2 theta into b minus a into d theta. This is the information. Dx value is sin 2 theta into b minus a into d theta. B minus a into b minus a, integral 0 to pi by 2 square root of b minus a whole square into sin theta into cos theta whole square into sin 2 theta b minus a into d theta. Here root square cancel. Here b minus a is there. Integral 0 to pi by 2 b minus a into sin theta cos theta. Again here b minus a sin 2 theta into d theta. B minus a into b minus a whole square, constant you can take outside. So now b minus a whole square, integral 0 to pi by 2 sin theta d theta, sin theta cos theta into sin 2 theta into d theta. Here if you multiplying and dividing by 2, it will become also sin 2 theta only, no? So for that what I am doing is here multiplying by 2, dividing by 2. In the next step 2 sin theta cos theta will become as sin 2 theta, which is equal to b minus a whole square divided by 2 integral 0 to pi by 2 sin 2 theta into sin 2 theta into d theta. So sin 2 theta into sin 2 theta is sin square 2 theta, which is equal to b minus a whole square divided by 2 integral 0 to pi by 2 sin square 2 theta into d theta. We know that formula sin square a equal to 1 minus cos 2a divided by 2. Similarly, sin square 2 theta, here a is there means twice angle we are getting there. So here 2 theta is there means getting the answer is 4 theta. So now b minus a whole square divided by 2, key bracket, integral 0 to pi by 2 sin square 2 theta is 1 minus cos 4 theta divided by 2 into d theta. So 2 constant we can take outside, it will become as 4. So b minus a whole square divided by 4 into integral 0 to pi by 2, 1 into d theta is d theta minus integral 0 to pi by 2 cos 4 theta d theta. So now b minus a by whole square by 4, integral d theta is theta, applying the limit 0 to pi by 2 minus integral sin 4 theta, integral cos 4 theta sin 4 theta by 4, applying the limit 0 to pi by 2. So b minus a whole square by 4, first upper limit minus lower limit pi by 2 minus 0 minus, in place of theta pi by 2 if we substitute, sin 2 pi will come, 4 into pi by 2, 2 ones are 2 2s are 2 pi, sin 2 pi is what? 0. X theta equal to 0 substitute also, sin 0 is 0. So this last term goes to be 0, which is equal to b minus a whole square by 4 into pi by 2. So which is equal to pi by 4 into 2 is 8, b minus a whole square, and hence the result, therefore integral a to b square root of x minus a into b minus x into dx is equal to pi by 8 into b minus a whole square. Hence the result. Hi dear students, welcome to my channel. In this episode, we are going to discuss method 2 for this problem. In previous session, I discussed method 1 by substitution, but in this method, we are going to introduce direct method, that is making a quadratic equation and perfect square and applying the direct formula. See here, step by step we will discuss. Integral a to b square root of x minus a into b minus x into dx. First you have to consider the quadratic expression here, x minus a into b minus x, which is equal to x minus a into, from these two minus take common, minus of x minus b, which is multiplying one, it is not minus. We are taking common minus from the second term of this one. So now minus of x minus a into x minus b. So now x minus a into b minus x can be expressed as minus of, we know that from quadratic equations, quadratic expression, whose roots are a comma b, we can write it as x square minus x into b plus a plus ab or ba. Now this we have to make into perfect square. What is the procedure to make the perfect square? Here, by adding and subtracting half of the x coefficient square, we are adding and subtracting, which is equal to minus x square minus x into b plus a plus ab. In this x coefficient is what? B plus a. In that half is what? B plus a by 2. That we are squaring. B plus a whole square by 4. That we are adding and subtracting to get the perfect square form. So now plus b plus a whole square divided by 4 or b plus a by 2 whole square. We can write it. Minus b plus a whole square by 4. Now x square minus x into b plus a plus b plus a whole square by 4. It is in the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square. So it will become a minus b whole square expansion, which is equal to minus of x minus b plus a by b plus a whole square by 4. We can write it as x minus b plus a by 2 whole square. These marking symbols, it represents x minus b plus a by 2 whole square. The rest of the terms here, plus ab minus b plus a whole square divided by 4, bracket close. Now taking LCM here only for this term, minus x minus b plus a by 2 whole square plus, from here I am taking LCM, 4ab minus b plus a whole square. Observe carefully, we know that b plus a whole square minus b minus a whole square equal to 4ab. This is the standard formula from algebra. B plus a whole square minus b minus a whole square equal to 4ab. So now what I am doing is 4ab minus b plus a whole square is there, no? So this b plus a whole square I am taking this side. Now it will becomes minus of b minus a whole square, which is equal to 4ab minus b plus a whole square, which is exactly there in the numerator of second term. 4ab minus b plus a whole square, we can write it as minus of b minus a whole square. Now this term will becomes x minus a into b minus x is equal to minus of x minus b plus a by 2 whole square. This numerator value will become as minus b by a whole square. So now minus b by a whole square divided by 4, bracket close. Multiply with minus each and every term of this bracket value, it will becomes first b minus a whole square by 4 minus x minus b plus a by 2 whole square. In the very next step, b minus a whole square by 4 can be written as b minus a divided by 2 whole square minus x minus b plus a by 2 whole square. Now x minus a into b minus x can be expressed as, you remember, this result we will use in the coming steps. This is a very important step. After that, consider the given integral and apply the proper formula. Therefore, integral a to b square root of x minus a into b minus x into dx is equal to integral a to b square root of this value b minus a by 2 whole square minus x minus b plus a by 2 whole square. Slowly you can do that, you can understand that step by step. I am explaining slowly. Now it is in the form of integral root of a square minus x square. We have formula integral square root of a square minus x square into dx, which is equal to x by 2 into square root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 into sine inverse x by a plus c. But here definite integral no need to write, just I am writing the formula. This formula I am going to apply in the next step. Now this formula we are going to apply for that. After that you can apply limits. So this is completely a square, this is completely x square. So now integral a to b square root of x minus a into b minus x into dx equal to, keep bracket, x by 2. What is x in this? This is the value of x, x by 2. X minus a plus b by 2, sorry, b plus a by 2 there. Anyway it is by 2, x by 2 is over. Square root of a square minus x square. So this value is equal to this one, you know, x minus a into b minus x is equal to, I wrote already there. So root of a square minus x square, this value is equal to x minus a. We can write it as here x minus a. This is the turning step, you remember, dear students. In place of root of a square minus x square, we are writing as, this is a square, this is x square. A square minus x square, we can write as x minus a to b minus x plus a square by 2. What is a square here? A square value is b minus a by 2 whole square. B minus a by 2 whole square by 2. That means a square by 2 into sine inverse x by a. Sine inverse x. X value is what? X minus b minus a by 2 by a. A value is b minus a by 2. After that, applying the limits a to b. Once again, I will repeat this step. It is in the form of this value is equal to b minus a whole square minus x minus b plus a whole square. Here I wrote already. Integral root a to b root of a square minus x square dx. Integral root of a square minus x square, we have the formula x by 2. X value is x minus b plus a by 2. That one we wrote here. X by 2. Square root of b minus a by 2 whole square minus x minus b plus a by 2 whole square. This value is equal to x minus a into b minus x. So that is the reason I wrote here. Plus a square by 2 here. A square by 2. A square value is what? B minus a whole square by 2. B minus a whole square by 2. Sorry, 4. That we can substitute there. Sine inverse of x by a. X value is x minus b plus a by 2 by a value is b minus a by 2. Now, in place of x, upper limit b substitute there, which is equal to x is equal to b. If you substitute there, b minus b, this total term goes to be 0. This complete term goes to be 0. Upper limit plus b minus a by 2 whole square. Here 2 square is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. B minus a whole square by 8. Sine inverse of x is equal to b, we are substituting 2b. X is equal to b if you substitute there. 2b, here b is there. After taking LCM, 2b minus b. 2b minus b is b. Minus into minus is plus. So b plus a divided by 2. Here 2 get cancelled. B minus a. Once again I repeat. In place of x, upper limit b substituting. So 2b minus b plus a. 2b minus b is b plus a. Here 2 get cancelled. Denominator is b minus a. So upper limit is completed. Come to minus lower limit. Whenever x is equal to a, substitute in this. A minus a goes to be 0. Keep bracket. Lower limit x is equal to a, substitute in the first term. That value also goes to be 0. Plus, in place of x here, lower limit we are substituting. Before that, b minus a whole square divided by 4 into 2 is 8. Sine inverse of 2a minus b plus a. 2a plus a. So here, x is equal to a, substitute there. X is equal to a. A minus 2a minus, it will becomes, so here b minus a by 2. Sorry, here b plus a is there, no? I forgot. 2a minus a is a minus b divided by here 2 get cancelled. Next b minus a. Applying the limits. No, already we got it now. So b minus a whole square by first term is over. Come to second term, once again I will explain. X is equal to a, substitute in this term goes to be 0. Plus x is equal to a, substitute in this. 2a minus b. 2a minus b minus a. 2a minus a is a minus b by b minus a. 2 to get cancelled anyway. Now, which is equal to, here I will grab it. Wait for 1 minute. Even here also, whenever it is plus, no? So here also you will get it as minus. Previously I wrote plus here. Now it is correct, b minus a. From these two, we can take common b minus a whole square by 8. No? From these two, we can take common b minus a whole square by 8. Sine inverse of here b minus a get cancelled. Sine inverse 1 minus sine inverse of here minus, if you take common, minus of b minus a get cancelled. Sine inverse of minus 1. So which is equal to b minus a whole square by 8. Sine inverse of 1 is pi by 2. minus sin inverse of minus 1 is minus pi by 2. So which is equal to b minus a whole square by 8. Pi by 2 plus pi by 2. So pi by 2 plus pi by 2, that is pi. So which is equal to b minus a whole square divided by 8 into, this value is 2 into pi by 2. 2 get cancelled. Therefore, integral a to b square root of x minus a into b minus x into dx, which is equal to pi by 8 into b minus a whole square. This is by using the direct method. Previously we done in substitution method. This is the two different methods we have to solve. But patiently you can do this question. You should have patience to do this question. Thank you dear students for watching my channel. Please do subscribe and share to your friends.